The South Korean government summoned the Chinese ambassador to Seoul today to lodge complaints over what seems to be retaliatory moves by Beijing over Seoul's planned deployment of U.S. missile defense system THAAD to the Korean Peninsula. Despite China's objections, what's clear is that South Korea will deploy THAAD on schedule as planned because it's deemed necessary for national security. Kwon Soa reports.
South Korea reiterated the need for the deployment of the U.S. missile defense system THAAD to the Korean Peninsula. Seoul's defense ministry stressed Thursday that South Korea will deploy THAAD this year as scheduled. The statement comes in the wake of a trip to China by a group of South Korean lawmakers from the main opposition Democratic Party. The lawmakers are said to have discussed THAAD with Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Wednesday, who reportedly said the deployment plan should be halted. Tensions on the issue are intensifying between Seoul and Beijing amid an apparent increase in China's retaliatory measures due to its opposition to the deployment, as it believes THAAD harms its security interests. The most recent such measure was a rejection of South Korean Airlines' applications to operate chartered flights. The issue was also on the table in Seoul Thursday, as Chinese ambassador to Seoul Chu Kuo-hong was called to Seoul's foreign ministry, where Deputy Foreign Minister Kim Hyung-jin was said to have delivered South Korea's stance on several thorny issues, including THAAD.
There is no change in the South Korean government's stance that when it comes to security issues, it'll squarely stick to its principles. The deployment of THAAD is a sovereign and self-defense decision to protect South Korea and its people from North Korea's nuclear and missile threats.
When asked whether the lawmakers' visit had anything to do with Thursday's summon of the Chinese envoy to Seoul's foreign ministry, spokesperson Cho said the ministry can't give any details of the meeting, but added that it was planned before the lawmakers' visit to Beijing and that talks between the Chinese ambassador and Deputy Minister Kim also touched upon other topics of mutual interest. Kwon Soa, Arirang News.